channel. Today we are working on Programming Challenge 7 in Chapter 12 in the book Starting Out with Java. And this programming challenge is to create a graphical user interface that would give us an option to choose. The programming challenge is called Shade Designer. And according to the description, we have to give the user an option to choose the style, size, and colors. And the starting base fee is $50. So in addition to that, if the person chooses regular shade, it will be $0. If the person chooses folding shade, it will be $10. And if the person chooses Roman shades, it will be $15. And here are the sizes from 25 inches wide to 40 inches wide. And here are the colors: natural, blue, teal, red, and green. And we have to show the total at the end of it. So here is the program. I created the class called Shade Designer. It will extend JFrame. And here are the arrays that would be contained in the JList. Here is the style, the size, and here is the colors. And here are the three panels: the main panel and list panel, and result panel. Here is a label and a text field for the total. Here is the three list, the style list, the size list, and the color list. Here is the variable for the total. Here is the constructor for the class. The title here we call the build panel here, and here we add the main panel to the window, and we set the size, default close operations, set size, and here we create the build panel method. And here we create a main panel layout, border. And here we give list panel the layout to grid layout. It will have 3 columns and 1 row. And here are the 3 lists. The first one would contain the styles, the second one would contain the sizes, and the third one would contain the colors. And each one would have a title, a border title that would describe what contains them, like the styles, the sizes, and colors. And here we add scroll pane to all 3 lists, and we add it to the list panel. Here we create the layout for the result panel. It will have 1 row and 2 columns. Here we add the total label and the total text field, and we set the text field not editable by the user. We can edit programmatically, but we can't edit in the UI. Here we set a list selection listener for all 3 lists: the style list, the size list, the color list. We add list selection listener, and we create 3 custom classes here. And Then we add the list panel to the main panel and we set it to the center. We add the result panel to the main panel and we set it to the south side of the window. Here is the first the inner class that we created. It's called a color list listener. It implements a list selection listener, and this interface has a value changed method, and here we get the selection, whatever the user selects from the color list, J list, and we check it is not adjusting. If it is not adjusting, then we make sure that if the selection is equal to the first the color, which is natural, we add $5 to the total and we display it here. If the selection is equal to the second, I think it's blue, we add 0. We add 0 to all colors except the first one, which is natural. We add 0 to the total and we display it. Here is another class called size list listener, and we listen the selection that the user makes for the color J list, and we make sure that the list is not adjusting here, and if the user clicks the first item in the J list, then we add 0 to the total and display it. We add, if the user clicks the second item in the list, we add $2. We add $4 if the user clicks the third. We add $6 to the total if the user clicks fourth item, which is the last one, and we display it all here. Here is another inner class called style listener, list listener, and we get the selection here in this string, and we make sure it's not adjusting here. The reason I'm using get value adjusting and I use the negation is because if I don't use this if statement, it will give us duplicates. You know, it will give us duplicate two items, because in the GUI, whenever you click something in the mouse, there is two events that will be generated: the press event and the release, the press mouse event and the release mouse event. So there would be two events that will appear, which we don't want. We only care about one event, which means that whenever the user clicks the item, that's what we care about. We don't care about when the person releases the mouse. So whenever the person chooses an item in the J list, in the styles J list, we check that against the styles array. If it is the first one, we add 0. If it is second one, we add 10 to the total and display it. If it is the third one, then we add $15 to the total and we display it here. So that is it for this class, style list listener. And lastly, we create a main method to call the class and run the program. Let's run the program and see what we got. Here are the three lists that they required us to create, and here are the two the label and the text field. The text field is not editable by the user. It can only be edited by programmatically. So, for example, if we click this regular shade, it will charge us 0 for the shade, but we have to pay $50 because that is the base fee for the shop. If we choose folding, it will be $15 plus the $50 that is the base fee. If we choose 25 inches, I don't remember what the sizes were, the cost. The size 25 inch is 0, 27 inch is $2, and 32 inches is $4, and 40 inches is $6. So if we choose 40, they should add $6 to this number. As you can see, it is $71. And these colors, only natural is costs money. All other colors are $0. So we should increase this number only when we click this one. But when we click these colors, nothing changes because they are $0. Yeah. So so I think that's it what they wanted us to do. We had to create these three methods, and we create a way to show the total. So I hope you guys find it useful for this programming challenge. Programming challenge 7 in chapter 12 in the book Starting Out with Java. Thank you for watching. If you find it useful, please give this video a like, and if you want to see similar videos, please subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you guys think about the tutorials and the videos, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.